Project 1, the Mystery Spot Tea. Hi, this is Penny from Penny's Projects, and I am the Crazy Crafter. Let's get started. Okay, remember guys, when you use a stencil, do not brush on the paint. You must dab it in, okay? Ever so slightly. Dab the paint in to the stencil. Do not brush it in. Then you pull it off quickly and smoothly, okay? Okay, so let's go on to the next one. Now, I did 2 pity paw prints already. Now, when I'm getting ready to line up the next one, it's a little bit too close, which means it'll smear the one I did before. So, we're going to have to wait just a bit before we do that. So, in the meantime, let's get rid of the spot. Alright, y'all, for the spot, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make the mouse that the little baby kitty cat is playing with be the spot, or the spot will be the mouse, whichever way you decide to say it. Now remember, you just dab it in. Let's make sure the spot is in the middle of the mouse, so that way we get rid of the whole entire spot. Okay? So dab in the paint. Remember, dab, do not brush. I'm warning you. Oh, but wait a minute now. Don't dab too much in. If you put too much paint in, it's the same thing as brushing it. Look, you lift it off nice and easy and, oh no, I have a problem. I dabbed too much paint and it seeped under the mouse. And I have an extra dot of paint under there. Oh no, that is not good at all. See, there's an oopsie. So what we's gonna do, we gotta get rid of that little layer of oopsie. Now, I don't know how to get paint out, so what I was gonna do, I'm gonna turn that into a wheel. That's right, a wheel. This mouse is no longer a live mouse. This mouse is now going to be a toy mouse. Yes, it's gonna be one of them there wind-up mouses, mooses. You know what I'm trying to say. It's going to be one of them wind-up ones, so I put a wheel under there to make it look like a wind-up one. So that's what I did with that mistake. Now that mouse has got to dry before I can go ahead and put the kitty cat that goes with it. So let's move on over here to the sister. The sister is looking on at brother, and the sister's just looking on at brother and going, boys. I just don't understand boys at all. I don't. So we're going to make these kitty cats more than one color. There's going to be more than one color. That's right. So let's get started. We dab a little bit of paint in her. Remember, people, dab it, because I made a mistake and I dabbed a little bit too much. So dab a little bit at a time. Get it the color that you want. If it doesn't be bright enough, you dab a little bit more later on, but don't try to dab it all at the same time, because that's how you done mess it up. Alright, so I'm making this kitty cat two-tone. She's going to be brown and gold. This is little baby sister over here watching her brother. Now, I've speeded up the video in this part because it does take a little while dabbing. I'm not the world's best dabber. Now, I'm going to wait for that part of the kitty cat to dry before I do her head, I think. Let's maybe see if we can move on over to little brother. I got to slip another piece of cardboard in between the 2 pieces of shirt because the other cardboard just wasn't quite long enough to cover up where the little boy kitty cat's got to go. Okay, so now the mouse is dry just enough for me to go ahead and put bro in here. So we're going to make bro 2 or 3 colors. And again, just like I did a sister, you got to dab that paint in there. Don't brush it. Try not to dab it in too hard either, because too much dabbing is the same thing as brushing it on. Yes. So you got to make sure you do just the right amount of dabbing. Yes. Now ain't this fun, just hanging out together, just dabbing little paint on little shirts. Yeah, we have to get rid of that spot, because other than that spot, other than my mystery spot. This shirt was a nice shirt. Nice and big and comfortable, because I'm a big woman. Yes, I am. I was a big girl. I'm old and big, and I don't care who knows it. Yes. Look, I got smart, and I put a paper towel on there because my fingers kept getting wet with paint. Now, you'll notice that some of my paints have gone a little bit bad. I have no air conditioning in my house. And so some of my paints have kind of sort of dried out just a bit. Or they're on their way to drying out. That brown one that I'm using right there. I need to thin it out somehow. So if you guys can think of a way, tell me what to do. What do I add to this hair paint to make it a little bit thinner? I'd really greatly appreciate it. Yes, I would. Because I really don't want to throw it away. So far, that one has been the only one that's really been bad. So far, anyway. Yeah. So, that gold paint, man, it just ended up being so pretty. It looks a lot better in real life than it does in the video. The gold is such a pretty gold in real life that it could be, you know, like something that you would put on jewelry to make it gold-plated jewelry. That's how pretty it turns out. It's such a shiny, pretty color. So you just dab that paint on there, and that's all there is to stenciling. For real. For real. For real, though. You know, when I first shot this video, it was an hour and 10 minutes long. An hour and 10 minutes long, because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so I have never, ever uploaded a video before, ever. Okay, so I got a little boy almost done over there. So let's go back over here to sister. Now let's put her head on. We can't have a headless cat. That might scare kids. We don't want to scare nobody. We got to put a head on that cat. Okay? But no, I have never done a video before. I've never uploaded one before. Y'all notice something? I do my country voice way more than I do any of my other voices. If you've watched my first part of my video, you'll notice that I like to do voices. I always wanted to be a Disney cartoon character. So I used to practice voices. So that's why I decided I'm going to be the crazy crafter over here. I'm going to do voices. And if y'all don't like it, you can turn the channel. If you want to see what happens next with my voice, then stay tuned. Looky what I'm doing right here. Okay, I'm putting a face on the kitty cats now. I got this real pretty green paint that has glitter in it that I use for the eyes. And boy, how did it turn out pretty. It sparkles something awful nice. So now I'm drawing whiskers on the kitty. And so I'm putting faces on my little kitty cats. That's what I'm doing right here. And so if y'all have any questions for me, or if you have any observations, or if you can think of a better way to do something, please teach me, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm winging it. Look at me. I'm drawing with my left hand. I am not left-handed. I'm a right-handed person. But apparently, I'm ambidextrous and didn't even know it. Now, I have to admit, all my life I used to practice writing my name with my left hand just for the fun of it, because I got bored in school. I have no idea what I'm saying right here, but I had to fast forward my video because, like I said, it was an hour and 10 minutes long. You can't make your videos an hour and 10 minutes long. Boy, how did people would get bored awful quick. Alright, so we have to wait for the paint to dry on these kitty cats right here before we can do anything else. So now we're going to move the shirt up, and we're going to move the shirt up and to the shirt. Okay, so we move the shirt up. We'll add Mama to the shirt down here at the bottom. She's going to be looking on at her kitty cats, her babies. Now, I imagine it probably would have been easier It probably would have been easier to use the stencils had I taped them down. I don't know. I've never actually used stencils on a t-shirt before. I did use a stencil on a wall before, and yes, I taped it. So I imagine you could probably do that with t-shirts too. I don't know. I've never tried it. This is my first time, my very first time trying to stencil onto a t-shirt. Yeah. So y'all have to bear with me, and please comment below and let me know, did I do it right? Or what did I do wrong? Okay, and like that little dot of extra paint that slipped under. Oh, here's what I'm talking to you guys about. What can I add to this paint to thin it up a little bit? Because it's too thick. It got dried out. Yeah. Remember I was asking you earlier? And look, I've shown you right here. You can't really see Mama Cat. She's out of the screenshot. So you have to bear with me. I think I'm going to move it up in just a minute so that you can see it a little bit better. And but that little extra dot under the mouse, I turned it into a wheel on the mouse to make it look like it's a mechanical mouse that you have to wind up. So that's what I did with one of my mistakes. Oh look, I moved the camera to where you can see what I'm doing. Okay, now you'll notice I really messed up bad on Mama Cat. I don't know if you can tell it or not from this video, because I don't have my glasses on and I can't see what you guys are seeing. But I moved the stencil so many times accidentally that it ended up not being aligned properly. So I had to keep trying to realign it up. And that's why I'm telling you guys, I learn from my mistakes most of the time, but you know that old saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Well, I am an old dog, but I'm trying like the dickens to learn me a new trick right now. Look, you can tell I did not line it up right. I totally messed up Mama Cat when I'm doing this stencil right here. Now, after this video, after I post this video, I'll make a wind-up video, I guess I'll call it, where I doctor up a few things here and there on the shirt, and I'll show you what the end result actually finally ended up looking like. But for now, you can see what a mess I am. I am one big mess. I don't know what I'm doing. I do know to dab it into. I don't know how many times I can tell you guys that. Look what I'm doing with Mama. With Mama Kitty, I'm blending in several different colors for her so that she looks like she's the mama to both of those other kitty cats. Because Sister Kitty is just brown and gold, and little boy Kitty's white, brown, and gold. So I wanted to put white, brown, and gold in Mama Kitty. And then I'll put green eyes on her and whiskers on her, and then later on I'll go back in and I'll fill in the bow. She's wearing a bow around her because she's old enough to have a collar now. Baby kitties, they're not old enough to have collars yet. So Mama Kitty has a collar, and I'll go in later and I'll fill that in, and I'll make it, I think I make it green like I did her eyes. They turned out so pretty. And look, now I'm putting detail into her ears, so they look a little bit better, more realistic. So anyway, that's my video. My very first video. Oh my God. My very first video. It's terrible. But everybody has to start somewhere. And look, I fast forwarded through putting all the rest of the Pitty Paw prints on. But yeah, I'll do a follow-up video so you can see what the final result finally did look like after I did a little bit more embellishments, okay? So please comment below. Please subscribe. Hey, if you've already subscribed, thank you. Love you. Bye. My fellow YouTuberites out there in YouTubia.